Hit it to quit it.
Here we go.
Or no, that's the wrong song.
Shh, it's time.
Too legit to quit.
Shh, it's time.
Hit it to the beat is the other one. I got it.
It's time.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 57 of Power Up.
5-7.
Oh, that was a good one. If you guys are new to the show, this, of course, is your favorite superhero show and our favorite superhero show to do for you.
For you.
You can catch the show live on, not actually live, but it goes live on youtube.com/the Level Up Network on Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So subscribe, like the videos, share them with your friends. Is what I was trying to say there. Yeah, I got it out at the end.
Share them with the boo.
Share them with the friends. If you guys are new to the channel, thank you. I'm assuming you're coming here from all of our PSX videos and our reactions that we posted. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing and liking the videos and all that good stuff. A lot of positive stuff we've had coming our way lately.
Keep it positive.
Go to soundcloud.com/thelevelup. My tongue is fucked today, dude.
Gina's having a stroke, ladies and gentlemen.
1 second.
Okay. I'm gonna fill time. His mug that he's currently drinking out of looks like Winnie the Pooh. Little do you know, it's a Starbucks mug. Fun facts.
Go to soundcloud.com/thelevelup network and subscribe there for the audio versions of the show. The best way to support us is, of course, by going to patreon.com/thelevelup network. Go there, become a patron for just $1 or more. Get exclusive episodes and perks and goodies to the show. And I think that's it.
Yep.
That was tough. We've been gone for a while.
Mm.
It's important to know. When was the last show we did? Before Thanksgiving, right? Or after Thanksgiving?
2 weeks ago.
Did we do one after Thanksgiving?
No.
No, we didn't. That was the last one, the one that went live that Monday.
Yeah, it's only been... Yeah, Thanksgiving was only last week, so...
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Hmm?
No, because last Thursday was December 1st. So it's 2 weeks ago now.
That makes me sick.
Yeah. Well, not a full 2 weeks, but you get the picture. Guys, now that we've
get
updated
the
you on your
picture?
calendar, what do you say we talk about some superhero stuff?
That's our superpower.
Real quick, not to do a whole rigmarole, and I haven't finished it yet, but I'm assuming you've watched the CW crossover.
So good.
You liked it. What I've watched so far, I've thoroughly enjoyed, but
What have you watched of it?
I have a couple of complaints. I watched everything but the finale. I just have to watch that,
so you
that
just
Legends
watched
episode. Yeah.
Oh, cool. What do you think, then? I don't want to talk about it because I feel I'll spoil it for you because I loved it so much.
It had its peaks and valleys. I think it's pretty much... Honestly, so far, the way the crossover went is kind of on point for how each of those shows goes, in my opinion. I thought the Supergirl show was... That episode of Supergirl was fine, but it wasn't, like... their version of, like, working the crossover into that was, like, you see a portal in the beginning, they don't talk about it again, and then at the very end of the episode, the Flash showed up. And I was like, well, that's not really a crossover episode. You guys just kind of did an episode of Supergirl.
They said that, in fairness to them, they said they were doing it 3 out of 4 was the crossover event.
Okay,
so
if they made that known, I guess that's fine.
Yeah, Supergirl wasn't considered one of the crossover episodes, so it was like kind of a shock watching her episode that Barry showed up at the end. So that's why I appreciated that episode, because when I first saw the breach, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. And I was like, that's like a Flash thing. And then at the end of the episode, when he comes in and she's like, Barry! Yeah. I love her and him. Grant and Melissa are my 2 favorite. I'm
going to try to spoil as little as possible. I won't spoil anything. I'll make sure. But that was the only real detail I'm going to give. But yeah, I thought... The Flash's episode I thought was super fucking good. I loved seeing everyone come together. So, as much as you love Kara and Barry together in this universe, I fucking love Arrow and Barry together. Their like mentor-mentee relationship is so good, dude. I really fucking loved it.
I love the well, who do you think should be leader? And I love that each of these episodes I don't know if you're watching all the other shows
I'm not.
currently besides Flash, but all the other episodes, there's so much going on in all the other universes. I have no idea how the writers do it, but somehow they nail putting all of their personal drama into these main crossovers still.
Right.
Like Cisco is fucking livid at Barry still because he found out about his brother. And how Barry totally switched the timeline around finally. So he's pissed at him. So when he first even shows up at Supergirl at the end of that episode, she goes, "Barry, how are you?" and like hugs him and is all excited. And he goes, "This is my friend Cisco." And Cisco's like, "Friend's a loose term. We work together." And I was like, "Ooh," I was like, "Sassy pants." So I love how with all the character drama going on in each individual show, they were able to work that in. My favorite moment of the Flash crossover was when he goes, "Well, we should pick a leader." Is what Stephen Amell says. So Cisco chimes up and he goes, "Well, I vote Oliver because I trust him with everything."
That was real fucking.
And then he goes, "Well, I trust Barry, and Barry brought us all together, so let's pick Barry as the leader." So then he's standing there, and Barry's like, Oliver's like, "Well, we should all train against Supergirl." Barry's like, "We should train against Supergirl. She's an alien." And they were talking over each other. That was the best.
Yeah, that was all good. I love their relationship and how he's kind of like still guiding him, and he was the one who was like when they didn't want to include Barry because of what happens without spoiling that. And Arrow's like, "Hey, like, wise the fuck up." He's like, "Well, I'm not going anywhere without Barry, so you guys can go by yourselves."
But that took a turn.
It did, yeah.
Supergirl's entrance was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. Although I didn't understand what they thought was going to be accomplished from that. Like, you're not going to... I don't know. They should have all died in that scene. Like, nobody can train against Supergirl without her being in that fucking room that, like, dampens her powers. But yeah, the whole relationship was awesome. I loved Arrow in that episode. It was nice to see him again because I haven't watched season 4 at all. The Arrow episode... people, critics were kind of more harsh on. I liked that episode.
Which episode is this?
The Arrow episode of the crossover where they're all in their own perfect worlds.
Well, it's fucked up because they left out at the end of the last episode. There's a huge character twist reveal of one of his sidekicks that he's been working with for the whole season. They turn out to be a double agent. So that was the last episode of Arrow, and then in this episode, that person's just not in the episode.
That wasn't what people were down on. They were down on the episode overall. They thought it wasn't as strong as the Flash episode, and they were like, "It's just so weird and out of place and blah blah blah." But like, I liked it.
In its defense, you know why it was weird and why they had everybody come back?
Yeah,
it was Arrow's 100th episode.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they wanted to do...
Also, I don't know what they didn't expect it to be weird. They were abducted by aliens.
Yeah, well, they had this whole plan. Mark Guggenheim and Andrew Kreisberg, they were talking about it, and they were like, "We had this whole plan for an awesome crossover episode 2, but Arrow started the whole universe, and Arrow was the beginning of all of these superhero shows, so we wanted to pay tribute to all the people that helped us get here." My favorite moment was that episode before Oliver's about to walk through the portal to leave the fantasy world, and he sees all of the people that have been in his life.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
I like that
episode, though.
Back.
You heard Tommy's voice at the one part.
Yeah, it was edited, though, and Roy's was edited, too.
Would have been cool to see Roy, for sure. I wonder why, because he cameoed a couple of times still.
He's on Scream Queens, so he's working on some stuff.
I forgot that show existed.
Yeah, it's really good this season, actually.
But I liked that episode, personally, and I haven't watched Arrow at all, season 4, so I don't know. I thought it was really cool. And then I have to watch the finale still.
Arrow's been solid this season.
Yeah, you've said it. I don't know
enjoying
if
it a lot.
I don't know if I believe you or not.
I'm enjoying it a lot.
I will maybe watch it when it comes to Netflix. I don't know. It depends how it scores. It's hard because there's no consensus on it like anywhere. On like Rotten Tomatoes doesn't have like a general overview. No critics have like really weighed in on season 5 or anything.
Supergirl and Flash are still at... No, Flash is at a 10. Supergirl's at like a 9.5. Legends is at a 9, and then Arrow's at like an 8. The seasons. That's how I rate them so far.
Not bad.
Love Supergirl's sister, good old Janie, coming out of the closet and finally revealing herself. That was awesome.
That was cool. That's cool and everything. I could do with like 90% less of Supergirl's sister on the Supergirl show, though.
This is the first episode where they focused on it because she's been dealing with it all season. I really
don't know,
like the way
man.
that
The
they
other
portrayed her.
episodes I watched of Supergirl, she's like a heavy focus on that show, and I'm kind of like, didn't really show up for you. Kind of want to see Supergirl. Can you fuck off?
Well, it all has to go with
Like,
what
I
happened
know
in the
girls
wrestling episode.
with personal issues in real life. It's not fun to watch on TV for me. So just go away and let me see Supergirl be awesome. That's all I want to see. Arrow Season 5, I'm keeping on my mind. I'm more inclined to check out Legends, I will say.
Legends is really good this season. I'm loving it.
We'll see what happens there. But that's it. I'll probably watch the finale later today, I'm thinking.
So fucking good.
Yeah.
The Legends episode was my favorite of the whole crossover.
Cool. That gives me something to look forward to.
Yeah. It was really good.
Greg!
Everybody check it out. It's awesome.
Are you ready to officially get into this now?
Let's do it.
Do you know what time it is?
Time for you to drink some coffee. Your voice is giving out on me.
While
today.
I do that, Greg, why don't you tell the kids what time it is?
It's the rumor roundup, y'all.
Nailed it.
That was pretty good.
There we go. We're back in action.
We're good.
I have one rumor today.
I have one rumor on my outline as well.
That would make sense.
Okay.
Armie Hammer possibly being casted in a DC film.
I read about this and I was just confused about it all.
There's a weird thing going on here with that Armie.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was Jeff Johns followed what had happened, you see, was Jeff Johns followed Armie Hammer on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough
Weird.
of a reason to me to cause like pause. Like, why would that happen other than they're working together? So that's kind of what got the ball rolling. Armie Hammer got wind of this and started trolling people, so to speak, and was like, he tweeted out, he was like, big announcement coming soon, guys. And then didn't say anything. This was
dirty of him. Yeah,
he didn't say anything for a while. And then in a series of tweets, he was like, I will be playing my guitar because I just found it in the closet and something. So nobody really knows. Is he trolling because he's not actually in a DC movie and Jeff Johns maybe just happened to know him from somewhere, and he's fine with that, so he's making light of it? Maybe he is casting something and he's just stringing people along until he has something to say, or he can have something to say. But then he tweeted at Joe Manganiello and was like, great to see you again, man. Can't wait to start working together. And then Joe Manganiello was like, yeah, congratulations. That's also could be a troll. I don't know.
Dirty.
I mean, it seems Armie Hammer would be a good fit for that world, I think.
I think so too. But what the fuck do we think he is?
I don't know. Some people originally thought Green Lantern right away, but now with the Joe Manganiello stuff, maybe he would have a role in the Batman.
I'm assuming it's something, if he is casted in this and it's not a huge giant troll, I'm assuming it's something in Batman because we already have confirmation now that the Green Lantern is in Justice League.
If it is something in Batman, Harvey Dent, I feel like.
That's what I was thinking, like a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, he's got to be a villain. If he's not going to be a villain, then he's probably got to be like Nightwing or something.
No.
I'm not saying I want him as Nightwing.
I don't want that.
I'm saying that's like the kind of...
I have such a strong image now. If they don't fucking cast Kit Harington as Nightwing, I'll be very upset.
They're not going to. You should just get it out of your head.
I want it.
I thought it was a cool suggestion too, but it's not going to happen, dude.
Rick, our viewer Rick made it so much worse when he texted me a picture of him on this fucking website where he finds a bunch of fucking fan-made art with the actors cast as them.
As cool as that is in a different universe, I would like to see that. Not against Ben Affleck's Batman. I don't really want to see Kit. It won't work for me, personally. Kit Harington next to Ben Affleck as Batman is just so weird.
I thought the same thing with Ben Affleck as an actor next to Anna Kendrick, and she's done really well with him, so...
I don't know. It doesn't fit for me, but... I don't think they would have cast Kit Harington anyway. But I also don't think they would seriously cast Armie Hammer as him. He's a little old. But who do you think?
How old is Armie?
I want to say in his late 30s, maybe mid-30s, probably mid-30s.
I was thinking mid. I was thinking like 34.
Oh, not even. No, he's 30 years old.
Ooh.
So he's
Sorry, Army.
he could, but he's the only the other reason I don't think he would be a Nightwing is because I think he's like as tall or taller than Ben Affleck. He's 6'5". He's a big guy.
He's my height.
Yeah, he's a big guy, and Ben Affleck is 6'4". So that would be kind of weird that the protege is like bigger than Batman. I think.
Well, not muscular wise.
No, not muscular wise, but I don't know. That would be kind of weird, I think.
Nightwing, I feel like, is near Batman's height.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know the official stats of the Bat universe in terms of height and weight.
And since this is like a later on Batman, there's like
that's
it
true.
would make sense.
He's
that,
older.
Like, if
Old
he's
people
Nightwing,
shrink.
yeah.
Well, what do you think? Who do you think he will play, and who do you want
I think
him
he's
to
gonna
play?
be a villain as well. My first thought was Two-Face, Harvey Dent.
Yeah, he'd make a good Two-Face.
When I was first reading about all the rumors and stuff, I feel like Harvey Dent's a really good role for him to play. But I don't know. I don't know if this is even fucking a whole thing. It's weird that he tweeted. I was like okay with everything. The Jeff Johns thing, I'm like maybe he just knows him from something. Maybe they met at like a fucking convention or something somehow. But the Joe Manganiello thing got me in a weird fuss.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck you know Joe? I'm like, Joe's worked on True Blood and now Batman. That's about it.
Yeah, they're definitely.
And the weird Magic Mike in between that.
Whether it's real or not, I don't know. They're definitely trolling
Oh, they were being dicks about it.
together, though. The popular belief was Green Lantern until the Joe Manganiello thing happened. I would be cool with him being Green Lantern. I don't really have anyone else in mind for Green Lantern.
Well, you
other than
want
Chris Pine.
Yeah. I was just gonna say you're pining over that Pinester.
But that's kind of out of the cards, so
Yeah.
I would be okay with him. Though I do think he would make a good. For some reason, outside of Two-Face, I was gonna say Solomon Grundy was my gut reaction.
Oh, I really would love to see a live action Solomon Grundy. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, well, that's it, guys. We'll let you know if anything actually comes of this, but
Yes.
Rumor Roundup is a fun time
I always love that.
to speculate. Greg, are you ready for the news? News. We have 7 stories for you today.
I love that you do that. It's my favorite part.
7 stories, all of which carry a
13
fucking
minus
punch.
6 and 1 minus 1.
I'm not going to check your math. I'm just going to believe you on that. Huge show today. Let me know when your seatbelt is fully buckled in and you're ready to fucking go.
We're good.
Before we begin.
I don't know why my seatbelt was a roller coaster harness, by the way, but it was.
Before we begin, we are fully aware that a fairly large trailer dropped over the weekend. It'll be discussed. That will be the episode. If you came here for the title of this episode, I will timestamp it for you. You can go right there. It's going to be our topic of the week.
As Rihanna once said, this is what you came for.
Otherwise, sit back and enjoy all the other fucking awesome news. Started off with DC because it was kind of a slow week for DC. Marvel kind of stole the show this week. But some good news from DC. Number 1. While a bit later than WB Pictures had let on, Aquaman has been given its official release date of October 5th, 2018.
Woo!
How you feel about
that? I feel he fits as that movie timeline because he seems like he's gonna be a little dark and brooding. So put him next to Halloween.
I'm down. October 2018. That's a ways away, and they have a lot of time to get out Justice League out there. And then, what else does DC have slated other than Justice League? Wonder Woman, right?
Yes,
And that's
spring.
spring
Like,
of 2017.
Yeah, like May, June.
Okay, and that's
I think it's
first, right?
Yes, correct.
So Wonder Woman, Justice League, and then after that, sounds like we'll be in Aquaman times.
Yeah, it makes sense. Now, the more I'm thinking about it, it makes sense now that they're giving release dates for all their other movies because they have a bunch of shit announced, but we have no idea when any of it's coming out. Like Green Lantern Corps, when the fuck is that happening? What even is that movie
I
still?
have no idea. Not even the slightest clue what that is.
And then the Batman solo movie, we don't have a release date for. Aquaman solo movie. The Flash solo movie, if it ever fucking gets off the ground. God rest that movie, so I feel like it's just in shambles at this point.
Yeah, for real. But this is pretty cool. It's nice to have an official release date.
Yeah.
I have tempered expectations for Aquaman.
I like that Amber Heard is Queen Mara.
Yeah, she's looking good.
She looks good.
So we'll see what's up. We got to see that Justice League first and how I feel about him. I think I'm gonna feel
I
pretty
wish
good
I
about him.
sounded. We both sound so blah in this, but like it's Aquaman.
Yeah, I mean, I like Aquaman. I even like the traditional Aquaman in the comics, in the animated films and stuff. Not the original, but like the recent incarnations of him. New 52 onward, he's a badass. But yeah, I don't know. What are we supposed to say? We've had multiple bad DC movies back to back. We want them to be great. Will they be great? We don't fucking know yet. So we got to just kind of.
Oh, we also have that
wait and
Birds
see.
of Prey movie as well. That's coming. That's something.
Does that have a date?
No.
Probably after this stuff, right?
I was just trying to think of DC announced movies, and I can only think of like 3 or 4.
Green Lantern Corps, The Flash,
Batman.
Birds of Prey,
That's it, I think.
and then Aquaman, if you count that now. And I believe that's it. Yeah, they unofficially announced the Man of Steel proper sequel. Will that ever happen? Should have happened already. I don't fucking know.
True.
Weird
Or
times
Henry
we're living in.
Cavill.
Have they announced a Suicide Squad?
No, don't even
2?
say that word. Don't.
I know. I don't. I mean, but that movie made money, so I'm wondering if
Number 2.
I'm wondering if there was like there's one of two ways they could take that. Like, well, we made a shit ton of money, so let's make another one. Or the second way to go was like people really didn't like it generally. The hardcore fans did not like it, and critics didn't like it. So should we go back to the drawing board and make something different, or should we just play it safe and make another one for the people that did like it and make a ton of fucking money?
You don't
Hopefully.
need a Suicide Squad 2 in our lives.
Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully they don't make one at all and
Yeah.
just put those refresh those characters in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yes, number
I don't
2.
even know if those characters are gonna stay the same.
Right. Hopefully, no. They
Jared
don't.
Leto's Joker dies in an acid bath.
I've seen
No
it again, by the way. I don't think we've talked about that because Eric,
Sorry for your loss.
Eric and I were talking about a scene and we were like laughing really hard about it. And I was like, are we just about to watch this shit? And he was like, yeah, let's do this. And he was like, I think it'll be funner now because we're not going into the theater with expectations this time. We know it's a fucking terrible movie
Yeah.
and we can sit here
Yeah.
and laugh at it. And we did. And it was good. The movie was not good. Our time was good.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, fucking so bad. That movie's so bad.
How was Cara Delevingne's hip
That
thrusting?
is what brought on the entire conversation, and
Yeah.
it delivered. It was so
Yep.
fucking funny. I was
Yep.
in hysterics, Greg.
Yep.
Number 2. Big Billy D. Williams says drink
Billy D.
Colt 45. Remember those
Love 'em.
commercials?
Yeah, I do.
Billy D. Williams finally gets to play Two-Face after 27 years.
This is cool.
Yeah, pretty awesome. So if you guys don't know, and you're not old, in 1989, in Tim Burton's original Batman film, Billy D. Williams played Harvey Dent under the conditions that he was promised that he would get to play Two-Face in a sequel that obviously never happened, and Two-Face popped up in one of the Joel Schumacher films played by Tommy Lee Jones. So yeah, Billy D. Williams is finally getting his shot, but he will be playing the character in the upcoming Lego Batman movie.
Not as serious of a take on the role, but
No.
I'm happy that
It's
he
just cool. It's a
does-
cool little
yeah.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
really cool. And Billy D. Williams has voice acting experience because he's on the good old Star Wars Rebels.
Is he?
Yeah, he plays Lando Calrissian.
Oh, that's awesome. He does Lando for the Star Wars Rebels?
Yeah, it's
That's
fucking
pretty
awesome.
cool. That's legit. That's fun.
Yeah.
I like Billy D. Williams.
You
I
really
also-
got excited by that news. I didn't expect it to be as exciting as
because
you
I
made it.
wouldn't expect them to get someone from the original trilogy.
They
to do that.
have James Earl Jones voicing Darth Vader on that show.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Rebels and Clone Wars are the shit. Nobody believes me, but they're
I
so
still
good.
don't. I don't. 2 voice actors isn't enough to make me believe that show is great, but it's cool that they did it.
So cool.
I like Billy D.
I like Billy D. I think that his name is the best.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
He's the ambassador of Cloud City. I like how smooth he is. He's a smooth
Yeah.
motherfucker, that Billy D.
He would get anybody in the sack with him.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Number 3. Lionsgate has given us our first look at Alpha 5 from the upcomer Power
Aye, aye,
Rangers
aye.
film. Now, I put this in here because we have been covering the Power Rangers movie. If anyone gets sick of us covering the Power Rangers movie, just let us know. We'll stop.
Stuck on my balls. I'm excited to cover the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, I mean, it counts, right? They're superheroes. I feel like it's pretty plain and simple. They are superheroes.
This looks exactly how I wanted him to look for this universe.
So you like it? You think it's cool?
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I think it's pretty cool as well.
I feel like it fits with everything else they're trying to go for here.
Yeah, aesthetically, it definitely falls in line with that universe. I totally agree with you. It's a little jarring at first if you were expecting the original Alpha 5, but if you were, then I think you're crazy. There's no way that was going to happen.
Originally, you sent this to me in the group chat, and I originally thought it was like a Destiny villain.
Yeah, it does look a little Destiny-esque.
And I was like, what the fuck is that? And then after reading the conversation, I was like, oh, that's Alpha. That's
yeah, cool. It's definitely more alien looking. And it's, other than the eyes and the kind of like pot belly.
Yeah, that's so weird to me, the belly.
And the arms are like super long, but the coloring and the basic design of him, even his helmet, aside from the eyes, is like pretty faithful to the original.
So Bill Hader's voicing him. Do you
Correct.
think his voice is like auto-tuned, or like how do you think that's gonna
Yeah, they'll definitely put some kind of effect on there.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah. But it's cool. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just excited for that movie.
I have a very open mind when it comes to this film. You know, I feel like you got to. You're going in there to a Power Rangers movie, you got to walk in there with an open mind.
That's very true.
Yeah.
It's a very fair point.
So we'll see what happens.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Timmy and Jason, I hope you guys have sex.
Yeah. That would be pretty
It's been
cool.
a long time coming.
Do they
Fuck you, Tommy.
Did they? Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that. Isn't it weird?
that.
The things that you and I agree on are kind of strange.
That is very true.
They're so seldom, but they're like so specific when it's something lines up with us both.
Fucking that always pissed me off.
Is there what's the date for the Power Rangers movie?
2 days after the date they announced.
2017?
Probably. Yes.
That's cool.
I think it's summer.
That's a good summer movie.
It is a good summer.
March 24th, 2017.
Yeah, I said that.
Budget of $150 million. They can make that back.
Good for them.
They could totally make that back.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
No, it's a lot for us.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I'll take $150 million.
Mm-hmm.
Moving
With
on.
$150 million, I would never work again.
No, I would not work again. For sure. I love those people who are like, yeah, I would keep my job. Give me something to do during the day. I'm like, you couldn't find something else to do during the day? With $150 million, I would find plenty to do. I just fucking sit here and make videos and do podcasts all day.
I'd become a porn star for $150
in my
million.
fucking underwear. I'd be like, I don't give a shit.
Retweet.
Moving on into Marvel territory. Things about to heat up on this here show. Number 4.
Your underwear is made out of the money. I'm still going with your scenario.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has been revealed. By
Captain
God.
Marvel looks like the shit tits.
By God, was I excited
her.
when this happened.
I love her.
It looks great, dude. Did you watch the gameplay trailer?
Yeah, it looks really cool. I'm just not a big fighter.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, dude, I'm so excited. This brings me way back to a very young Dean in an arcade in the mall, jamming on some Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Wow. Oh my gosh, I fucking love Marvel vs. Capcom. Always
That's a deep cut right there.
Yeah, dude. Me and Eric used to rip this up in the arcade. Loved it.
Rip it up!
And then I followed it for the rest of my life. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was fucking awesome, and we'll get to that news too. But yeah, this was announced. Seems like it's intentionally not Marvel vs. Capcom 4 because I think they're going to treat this as a platform where this is your game now, and they just keep expanding on it and releasing more content over the years and stuff.
Makes sense.
Which would be fucking dope.
That's so smart for fighters to do that, I feel.
100%, I agree. And as you can see, here's our look at Iron Man and Captain Marvel. And actually, 2 more characters were announced this morning. I'm going to try to find an image of those, if I can.
Captain Marvel looks fucking like the shit tits.
She looks awesome. And so they did say the rumors before this came out. We didn't get a chance to talk about that because we were off. But the rumors were that they were going to take a more cinematic approach to the Marvel guys in this. And you clearly see they have. Look at Iron Man. I mean, that's pretty close to Iron Man being straight out of the movies.
Yeah.
Which I'm totally game for. That's a good way to go for them. And I don't think they're going to be including X-Men characters because of Fox. I'm not really sure about that, but I would
assume no as well.
That was the rumor, yeah. But I do think we'll get Spider-Man. Some people were wondering about that. I think Spider-Man will definitely be in there because he is in the Marvel movies, and I'm sure Sony would have no problem with him being in, since he was Sony owned before, and you know he's been in there all the time. So
I hate that that's a thing.
yeah, it is irritating. I'm with you. But what are you gonna do?
But the game looks cool.
Yeah, the game looks great, man. The game looks great. So I think I was able to find this image. Let me shut this obnoxious tab that's playing music in my ears.
Oh. What song was it?
I don't know. It was like it was not a good time. So I'll show you guys those characters in a minute. Let me get through the story though.
I was not expecting that.
It was obnoxious.
Okay.
The game was a part of the big open to the PlayStation experience. Features being touted for the game are 2 versus 2 player combat, which is a change. It was always 3 versus 3, and you could call in assists from your other members of your team or swap out characters on the fly.
How do you feel about that?
I'm open to it. I'm open for them doing something different. I think there will be a 3v3 mode added down the road, especially if people are real adamant about it. Fighting game developers,
how adamant they are about their stuff.
Yeah, and fighting game developers are, to their credit, are definitely ones that
listen to the fans.
Listen and taking feedback and add that stuff in. So I definitely think you'll see a 3v3 mode down the road. But I'm okay with 2 versus 2, honestly. I think it makes more sense to me, honestly, than 3 versus 3.
Me too.
3 versus 3 always seemed like a lot.
Me too.
But I'm cool with it. Infinite power is being added to this, which is you're being given control over the Infinity Stone. So a heavy Marvel focus in this one. I guess they're going to be used as like super moves or power ups. I'm not really sure, but it seems pretty fucking cool. A cinematic story, accessible single player content, and they said a lot of single player content as well. Accessible being the key word there, because these games are really tough to break into typically. If you're not like a fighting game fanatic, and I'm not, so I kind of like to be able to get in there and learn. So that's exciting. Sounds like this will be an accessible game for people who aren't great at fighting games. Vast multiplayer features, modes, and graphics built on the Unreal Engine 4, and as you can see, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, graphically it looks stunning.
Then we have another picture of the Capcom side of the roster versus the Iron Man side. Everyone looks great. We got Mega
Games
Man
like
X.
these just make me want like that Iron Man and that art, but like his own game.
An Iron Man game, yeah, totally, yeah. But everybody looks great. Even the Capcom side, Mega Man X there, you got Ryu there. Everybody looks awesome.
Yeah.
So there is a gameplay reveal trailer that came from the Capcom Cup, in which you guys can look up and see Iron Man and Captain Marvel team up against Mega Man X and Ryu. The game is due out sometime in 2017, and then as of this morning,
cool.
They added, as you can see, I'm adding in if you're watching the show. Sorry, audio listeners, but Captain America is back, and Morgan is also back.
That's awesome.
And they're looking pretty fresh. That's definitely very clearly a cinematic inspired Captain America. You can see by the helmet there.
That's like straight out of Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I'm super down. And then the second piece of exciting news was that day they revealed an updated version of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and it has been released on PlayStation 4 exclusively for now. I don't know. It was out on 360 and PC, I think, but they took it down after the Marvel's contract ended with Capcom. And so now the contract's been renewed, obviously. And I think what I read is it will be coming to the other platforms later. But as of right now, you can only get the re-release on PlayStation 4, which is good because a lot of people were pissed off when they took it down. It's only $25 and it features 1080p resolution running at 60 frames per second with all of the game's DLC characters and costumes.
That's pretty awesome.
And I bought it. I haven't played it yet. I'm going to check it out today, but I'm fucking super excited about it.
This is very not my game, but it's cool.
Yeah, we'll play. When you come over, we'll dabble.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Yeah, we'll have a good time.
I like to put my toes in your water.
I like your toes in my water. Number 5.
This is a cool one.
Marvel's Luke Cage is confirmed for a second season.
Woo!
Pretty cool. I did not expect that. I expected a second season,
expect it
but
either.
not this soon of an announcement.
Yeah. I didn't expect a second season from that show.
At all? Really?
Not at all. Yeah, I don't know.
I could see them have just done one season of Luke Cage, but
yeah, me too.
I like watching stuff, so I'm down. Though we do not know when just yet, Marvel Entertainment tweeted a short teaser video yesterday morning of Pop's Barbershop with a neon sign in the window that read Season 2 coming soon.
That's a cool way to...
How soon do you think?
Not until after the Defenders.
Yeah, I think so.
If they do this Season 2 before Jessica Jones Season 2, they're fucked up and dirty.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I want Jessica. I miss her.
Jessica Jones. Gotta pronounce this a soft J.
Oh. I'm like, what the fuck was that? I really thought you had a stroke on camera.
Jessica. Yeah, I want Season 2 of Jessica Jones.
Through my mind just now, I really was like, if Dean is having a stroke, I'm like, do I keep going with the show? Like, how can I
If that happens, yes. Keep going with the show. Text Jen, and when you feel like you're done, tell her to come home and hit the record button and just so we can export it.
Perfect.
And then I'll figure out my life when I wake up or something. I would like a Jessica Jones Season 2.
I just love
promptly,
her.
Please.
And I want Purple Man to be there.
He's dead.
As the Purple Man.
Spoilers.
We don't know if he is.
Don't we? I mean, it seemed pretty clear. It seemed pretty clear to me.
No, he dies a lot in the comics.
Oh, does he really? I didn't know. I'm not familiar with the comics.
I picked up her comic book after I watched the show just because female characters are my thing, and he's died before and then come back. Okay. So I think they kind of did this as a way to get him to turn purple.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Because the way that he dies, without spoiling that in the show, there's a way for him to become purple.
That's a good point. Well, I spoiled it already, so you could just go for it probably now.
She snaps his neck. So
I'm sorry. I hope people aren't too mad about that. But it's funny, and that's been out for a long time. That's been out for a long time.
You said Jessica. I'm like,
Jessica Jones. So
the worst.
I would like a second season of that sooner than later, before Luke Cage for sure.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Also, Daredevil Season 3. Gotta get that out there. I need that.
Daredevil Season 2 is just everything.
Hey, they put out Daredevil Season 1 on Blu-ray. Like, just didn't say anything about it. It's out there, though. You can get it right now. Yeah, it's like $26. I fucking want it too. I don't understand why they're not publicizing that. Because if it doesn't do well, I mean, I don't know. Will
That's
Netflix
the first
keep
Netflix
releasing
show
those?
to do that, then, right?
I don't think so. I think some of the others. I think maybe Orange is the New Black, and I think maybe House of Cards you can get too.
That's crazy. Good for them.
Yeah, but yeah, man, tell people about it.
Netflix is unstoppable.
I wish they would fucking tell people about that shit because I want it to do well, so they keep doing it.
Well, no, that's why they have us. That's why we're sponsored by Netflix.
I wish. What a sponsorship that is.
Imagine our show is on Netflix.
That'd be cool.
You're cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I definitely want some things before we get back to the old
I thought you were going to say I definitely want a sponsorship from Netflix.
I definitely do want a sponsorship from Netflix. But I want some... I'm sorry. I just got so distracted because it is like so...
What's happening?
Terrible and gloomy outside right now. And it's just like... Yeah. You look out the window and it's like, ugh. It's really depressing. But Luke Cage Season 2, I'm down for it. Don't make it a priority. Give me the good stuff first. Mm-hmm. Also, for Jessica Jones Season 2, I would like to see Purple Man come back in some way.
Villain.
Yeah, new villain. New villain's essential. Let me get that out there. I like Jessica. I kind of want to rewatch Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones is the shit.
Jessica Jones. It's number 6.
That's actually how, if you change the language to Spanish and you watch her on Spanish Netflix, that's how they pronounce her name.
That's where I got that from. Number 6.
Numero 6.
No, very good. New Spider-Man Homecoming details have emerged.
What?
After Sony Pictures held a brief panel at Comic-Con in Brazil. The new footage.
Somebody was masturbating in the distance when you clapped like that.
I am. The new footage shown was described by Marvel's own Agent M is as follows. Greg, are you ready to get just super fucking excited? Because this is the best news ever.
I'm still dealing with the claps and then your reaction to my calling out the claps.
Yeah, well,
I'm so stoked.
This is masturbation-worthy news. For real, though. So here it is. The footage starts from Spider-Man's point of view. When we see Peter Parker talking with Jon Favreau, Jon Favreau's Happy Hogan, brownie points right away. from the Iron Man trilogy, as if we don't fucking know. Hogan gives Peter a case from Tony Stark, and it says upgrade for Peter to use. No, it doesn't say upgrade for Peter to use. It just says upgrade on it for Peter to use. The footage then cuts to a scene of Spider-Man backflipping off the Washington Monument with his arms open wide to reveal web wings spreading from his arms to his torso. The footage then quickly flashes to many different scenes and then finally ends with the logo. Web wings, Greg. Web wings.
I love web wings.
Big old Steve Ditko web wings. Yeah,
I'm so
Greg.
excited. I didn't know this.
You didn't? Yeah, it's fucking
No.
awesome, dude. Yeah, so they're doing it. It's happening. Getting the web wings. And
I'm gonna cry.
I'm pretty fucking sure that we said if they were gonna do web wings, this was how it was gonna happen. Tony Stark was gonna upgrade his suit. And he was going to do it up.
Someone is watching our show.
I'm not 100% on that. I know we've definitely talked about them doing web wings. And I know we had theories of how that happened.
We can't just be this really good at theorizing shit.
We
at
are,
this point,
though. We're great at it.
No, I know that. But I'm saying, like, it's just so coincidental that everything that ever happens ever in DC or Marvel's world, we've basically established on their show.
Well, there's something I want to tell you.
It.
And it's been something I have been keeping under my belt for a long time now.
You're just the worst.
I'm a god. I'm a god.
You're just the worst.
Greg, how about those motherfucking web wings, though?
I'm so excited.
Oh.
I have a shirt from when I was a little kid that had web wings on it. It was my pajama suit.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, dude.
I love web wings. I love them.
Yeah, it is such a classic
It just makes
look.
so much sense.
Yeah, and it's
because
fucking
if you're in the air all the time, why wouldn't you have glider web wings?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just so happy.
It's just kind of more of them leaning into the spectacular Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's taking place in high school when he's young.
Yeah.
He's got the web wings.
You're right.
The suit looks like very spectacular Spider-Man. I mean, come on. Like this is dreams come true right now. I talked about this with Rick recently. If you haven't watched Spectacular Spider-Man, get out there and watch yourself some Spectacular Spider-Man. That cartoon is fucking awesome. And this is just the best news. That's really all I have to say about it.
I'm so excited about web wings.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. If you guys are sitting here being like, "What the fuck are web wings?" Look it up.
If you're sitting here saying that, get out.
Yeah.
And then come back. But get out.
Yeah, get out for a second.
Right now I'm mad at you because I'm very excited about web wings.
Don't leave for good. Just get out for a quick sec.
I love web wings.
It's fucking awesome, is the thing. You know?
And the fact that Tony gives it to him and Jon Favreau is the one that hands him the key.
Yeah, I like the they're already kind of setting the scene for this world.
I'm so excited for Spider-Man Homecoming.
Me too. We're supposed to get a trailer before Rogue One.
I'll shat my pants.
What, in a couple weeks? The week after this week. That weekend.
I'm literally gonna shat my pants.
What? I got my Rogue One tickets for that Sunday.
Rogue One.
I'm excited.
Me too. Rogue One's gonna be the shit balls.
I agree with you. Anything else you want to say about the Spider-Man
story?
No,
I think that was it. I thought I was gonna say one more thing. Thank you for asking because I felt it was there, but I couldn't.
No problem.
Thank you.
This has been a weird show.
Indeed.
Number 7 and our final story of the day.
This is more good news.
Yeah, we had a lot of good news this week. The rumors have come true. Marvel and Telltale Games' long-anticipated game has finally been revealed.
Wait.
What do you got?
Go back and read that the way it's written.
I wrote it. So that is the way it's written.
Well, you read it without the exclamation point at the end.
I don't think so. I said the rumors have come true. That's an exclamation point.
You said the rumors have come true.
Did I? No, I didn't sell it.
Do it again. Take two. Take two.
The rumors have come true.
Yes.
Marvel and Telltale Games' long-anticipated game has finally been revealed at the Video Game Awards last week to be none other than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh, you got better.
The first of 5-episode series is expected to release sometime in 2017. Nothing but a logo out there, though. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
We've been talking about their Marvel project for fucking what it feels like as long as we've been doing the show. And I'm just so happy. It's so fitting that it's Guardians.
That might actually be a true
say
statistic.
that it's their own interpretation of the Guardians, which I'm happy about.
I'm cool with it.
It's not tied to anything. So
that's the way to do it.
They're Batman.
Clearly, they saw success with doing that for Batman. Just do it. Do your own thing. That's what you gotta do.
I believe it was Sierra that says, "Do it to it."
I think your statistic about us talking about this since the show began might be a real statistic.
I don't make stuff up ever.
Yeah, you sure do, but that one might be legit. I think we have been talking about that since the show started. So we finally know Marvel is still working with Telltale, and this is coming next year.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Right around the corner. All of this stuff getting announced for 2017. I'm
2017
wondering.
Is shaping up to be the best year of my life.
It's jam packed, dude. I'm wondering when in 2017, because 2017 is right around the corner. It's next month. So,
yeah,
like, what are we talking here? You got to start putting.
Well, they're
going to
finish Batman. I say they finish The Walking Dead, and then I say you do this as your summer.
Yeah,
but it would be very smart to align it with the film.
Yes, it would.
So I don't know, Dean.
We'll have to see, I guess. Yeah.
That's how I feel.
They haven't said anything. I imagine they will soon. I think Batman will be wrapping up. I think you'll get that episode the Tuesday before Christmas.
I would like that.
Yeah, I'm banking on December 20th. Okay. Is when that episode. You heard it here. That's when I think.
If it comes out December 20th, we quit the show and we move to California and we get in with any studio.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay.
I am excited for this Guardians of the Galaxy thing. They fit perfectly for the Telltale stuff.
I like the teaser trailer. It's his cassette tape player.
Yeah, just floating in space. Yeah, there's a logo out there. I didn't include it. You can look that up if you want. But I'm excited. That's really all about we know about that so far, but I'm excited.
Guardians of the Galaxy is the shit.
Guardians of the Galaxy is dope. Hey, Greg, speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, are you ready for the topic of the week?
What's the topic of the week?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 trailer reactions, Greg.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. We're getting into it now.
This is the best.
So I'm assuming you've watched the trailer.
The best.
Yeah. Let's just give our overall thoughts on the top.
The show.
Yeah, the trailer was exactly what I wanted it to be. It was exactly the same as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and totally different. They just nailed the feel of Guardians. They're opening up the world. You can see there's like fights happening in space on these other planet surfaces. You can see the stars behind them and stuff.
With what's his face looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, what is that called? The Abasilisk or something. The thing that was rumored to come from Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. That was fucking cool as shit.
Pretty fucking amazing. Baby Groot stole the show, and I like that we got Rocket finally too.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time he's spoken in any of the trailers.
At first, his voice sounded a little different, but it's definitely still Bradley Cooper.
Still Brad, yeah.
Yeah.
I looked that up as well.
Sounds a little more gravelly or something, which I'm okay with. As long as it's still,
it makes more sense.
As long as it's still Brad, I'm down. But yeah, overall, just such a fantastic trailer. The music's back. This is gonna have an awesome score. You can already tell. The big kind of character personality beats they hit in this trailer for a little bit of everybody. I loved it. What were some of your favorite moments from this trailer?
Baby Groot with the Rocket in the cave. Yeah. I loved
He's fucking cute, dude.
The button. He goes, all right, so it's an atomic bomb. I'm gonna need you to not hit that button whatever you do. Repeat it back to me. He goes, I'm Groot. He's like, no, that'll murder everybody in the space station. Repeat it back to me. He goes, I am Groot. He goes, I am Groot. I am Groot. No! I loved it. It was so fun.
Baby Groot is fucking dope.
Baby Groot's the shit. And then they flash to the next scene, and he's in like the prison, the space prison, and Baby Groot is shouting. He goes, I am Groot! And he fucking throws the guy off the
That was my favorite Baby Groot scene, dude. He was
awesome.
Running full speed down the hallway, chasing the guy, and the guy's looking back, and he's like, no! That was the fucking bomb. He's like, yeah, Groot!
I love Baby Groot. I love Baby Groot so much. And he's just so fucking adorable.
Yeah, he's the bomb. He will be the thumbnail for this episode today.
My second favorite scene was with our new character reveal, too. We had... What's her name?
You talking about the scene with Drax at the end?
Yeah, Mantis.
Mantis.
Yeah.
That
and
scene, dude,
fucking-
I was in here like laughing out loud, and Jen was like, "What are you laughing?" I was like, "You gotta come watch this trailer."
Yeah,
It was so
yeah.
funny, dude. That was amazing.
Ha ha! She revealed your deepest, darkest secret. I'm like,
It's
this is
so
a-
good. It's just good to know that they're getting that humor back. They got the music back. It's just so great,
Me,
dude.
The comedy made me want to watch the first movie again.
Yeah, it really did have that effect,
It's
didn't it?
it's just so naturally funny,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like it doesn't try,
Yeah.
but it does try to be humorous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's effortless. It really is. It's
The
a great
Iron
fucking
King of the
cast.
Button is the best thing ever. I love that scene so much.
Yeah. It is just such a great cast, great direction, and that's the key thing I think is that they got everyone, they got the original cast back, they got the original director and writer back, and that is so important
as well.
Yeah, great as well. Yeah, I agree, 100%. It's just the scale of everything feels big. It still feels like at its core, while it is a bigger movie, that it's still Guardians and still has that like dysfunctional family feel. Like when he's yelling at him, he's like, "You're telling me nobody's got tape out there?"
Yeah.
He's like, "You would have tape," and he's like, "I have to do everything." It's just awesome. Like they're back and forth. It's so good, dude. Chris Pratt, funny as ever. His new tech looks really cool. We saw him get his new kind of jet boots sort of thing when he's outside in space.
Yeah, and the
that was
mask,
cool
too.
Yeah.
We saw that in the last trailer, but still, I find that to be so fucking cool. His like space helmet thing.
Yeah, that was really cool. There's a couple of really cool open like shots in this. But go ahead. What were you gonna say that you loved?
I love that in this movie we're having Nebula and I'm forgetting his name. What's his name? Blue guy, played by the Jarl's brother from The Walking Dead, Merle.
Yondu.
Yondu, thank you. I'm excited that they're going to be in this and they're joining up as members of the Guardians. But were you surprised that they weren't in this trailer at all?
No, I'm not too surprised. I think that's okay. I think they need to have something left up their sleeves, you know?
That's true.
This was a good, solid trailer of like giving people what they want, showing them like, yes, this is still the Guardians that you want, and it's bigger and better. What I was going to say earlier is there's a couple of really just awesome shots with the obelisk and all its tentacles. It's like coming right for Drax, and Drax just has his two knives in the air, and you see him from behind. That was awesome. The scene where he's like freaking out and like stabbing the yellow walls of something, that was fucking dope. Really cool. I'm assuming
that's when he's inside of it.
It seemed like it, yeah. And then you see Gamora with her sword like lunging right at the thing and slicing it through.
Gamora's a badass.
Yeah, she's awesome, dude. She's awesome.
I forget how amazing she is until I see her again, and then I'm always like, "You're the best."
No Ego, the Living Planet, which I think is smart. Keep that under your belt for the movie. I hope they don't show that at all. I hope they show Kurt Russell just to let people know, because that'd be big for people who don't know to know. But don't show him as the planet. Save that for the movie. We did get a quick look at what seems to be a new villain. There's like these little like cyborg machine types of things that Peter Quill's facing, like a whole. They're either like on a 3D map or they're outside of a window or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what they are, but some kind of a new threat. It seems like. Yeah.
The space battles are fucking looking amazing too.
Yeah.
I have no idea what their threat's gonna be.
Me either.
It's really weird because I feel like Ego isn't gonna be the main thing.
What do you mean?
Like they've touted him as like the villain.
Ego is is he supposed to be the villain?
He's supposed to be the dad, but they said there's like turmoil there, so he's the only thing that we know of like a villainy role.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be the villain either. Then they'll definitely have someone bigger and better. I don't think he's gonna be a villain. He might have like
I think that's maybe how it gets just like maybe I feel like he's like a bounty hunter or something, and that's how they run into him, and they're like, "Oh, who the fuck are you?" And then he's like, "I'm your father," and has that big moment, and everyone's like, "Oh, gasp!" And then as far as their villain, like I don't really know. They have so much potential to surprise me and shock me because I know virtually nothing about the Guardians.
Same. I know what I know from the first movie, and that's it.
Yeah. I think that's why I love them so much, because they're so refreshing. They're like a palate cleanser when compared to the Avengers. Like, the Avengers are always so serious, and they're like, we're saving the world. And the Guardians are like, we're barely getting through alive. And we do it in a comedic way, and it's the best.
Well, I don't know that I would call the Avengers serious, but I know what you mean. I understand your point.
Yeah, like they have their funny moments as well, but I'm saying like
the
as far as
threats
like
are definitely
the threat levels, yeah,
100%. Yeah, I definitely think they'll have some kind of overarching villain. I don't if Ego is bad in any kind of way. I think by the end of it, he'll wind up being like, on their side.
Or dying.
What do you think about this fight with the obelisk? I'm thinking they're gonna, and I love when they do this. This isn't meant as a complaint. This is meant as a compliment. I'm hoping they do the traditional Marvel thing of open with the fight scene. Yeah, I love that is the best way to open these Marvel movies too, because that is usually when you open 9 times out of 10 when you open the first page of a comic book, the Avengers are in the middle of a fight or something. You know what I mean? Like nothing makes me feel like yes, this is a comic book world faster than when you open and you have all the characters together facing something.
Especially when you're doing sequels.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like when you already have all your established shit. Like even Doctor Strange is an origin film. That opening sequence is my favorite fight scene of the whole movie.
It was awesome, yeah.
I'm like, this is just fucking incredible.
The point of the sequels thing is a great point to make because you want to catch up.
I want to see what
they've been doing. Yeah. They're out there kicking around still. This is they're taking on this threat at the moment.
And then it's also cinematically just enjoying to watch that as an opening sequence.
Yeah, and I would also hope that they don't spoil one of their big battles for the end of the movie in the trailer. So
yeah, I agree with that.
I'm hoping that's.
I feel like this movie still's got a lot of surprises up its sleeve, especially after watching the trailer. I'm like, I still don't know a lot. Yeah. But this delivered everything I wanted it to, exactly like you said. Mantis looks fucking cool. I don't know what's the deal with that. They look like they were in like a prison cell almost, or maybe she's like a psychic of the universe and they went to go visit her.
She seems to be some kind of an oracle, but I'm not sure myself either.
But she looks pretty cool. My only thing I would have liked to see Nebula and Yondu, but we'll see them eventually. I know they're there, so I really like Karen Gillian a lot, the girl who plays Nebula. I love that actress, and I thought she was totally different for the first time in this role. So I'm really happy that she's a part of this universe. As I'm saying that, I'm thinking to myself, she might die in this movie. So,
also a really small thing, but I did want to mention, Baby Groot's new suit is fucking awesome.
It's fucking boss.
It's so cool.
I love Baby Groot.
The little red, like dude, he's gonna sell them so much merchandise.
You have no idea. I want to buy a statue. I've already looked up Baby Groot statues. Groot?
They had a really cool one at GameStop actually, way back. But I'm sure they'll have more. So keep your eyes peeled. Any other thoughts you want to give about the trailer?
I'm so excited.
Me too. Very good trailer.
So excited.
If you haven't watched it, watch it.
Very good trailer. Yeah, that's for sure. But like, it just made me miss Guardians. I love Guardians.
It does do that. Yeah, I'm with you. I really get nostalgic watching that trailer for the previous movie.
It's so ironic too because the movie bases a lot of Star-Lord's personality on nostalgia, but there's just something about the way that it's shot and the way that the characters interact. It makes you like miss them.
It's a great movie.
Like when I see the next trailer for Captain America, or like when I see Spider-Man and everything, I'm like, yes, I'm so fucking stoked to see this movie, but I never have the urge to like go back and watch the old ones. Like I'm just so amped up for the new ones. But Guardians, there's something about it where I watch the trailers, or if I hear anything about it, I'm like, I miss them. I want to see them again.
Guardians is going to be that first Guardians movie is going to be a movie that stands the test of time. I guarantee.
Yeah, for sure.
That movie will still hold up years from now, and people can still go back and watch that as they do Star Wars. And be like, this is just a fun movie, Like, I think that'll always be the case.
I think the sequel will be that as well. I'm happy that this is a thing.
Me too. Really,
and the Doctor's supposed to be in this, so let's hope.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That'd be crazy. I hope nothing more than
he's
a cameo.
Supposed to be in this. He's supposed to be in Thor now. He's fucking everywhere.
He's gonna be in Thor. That's been since confirmed, but
the Guardians one's just a rumor.
Yeah, I remember the rumor that we did. Now that you're saying it, I remember we did discuss that a little bit.
Yeah, we did a roundup.
Well, that's awesome. Check out the Guardians trailer if you haven't. It's really, really cool.
So good.
And that is it for Topic of the Week. Greg, do we have any questions this week? I think we have one.
We do. Yeah, well, I think we have 2, actually.
Let me have them, Greg.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
I thought we did 2, but no, you're right. We just have 1.
Cool.
I think somebody wrote in and then we answered it in another way or something. But I didn't archive it yet. This one comes to us. You guys can write in, of course, to powerup@thelevelupnetwork.com. Title your question anything from, wow, what is that Spider-Man dartboard behind Dean? Or, wow, is that the bottom of a hashtag sign light behind Greg?
Wow.
just like Melissa did with question round 16. She says, "Hey guys, I came across with a question on Twitter, and I thought it would be interesting to hear your answers. The question goes like this. You meet someone who says they've never seen a superhero movie. What's the first one you make them watch?" Her answer being, and this is I'm a big advocate of this. If you write in a question, I want your opinion and your answer. So thank you, Melissa, for including yours. She says her answer is DC's Batman Begins or Marvel. So she wants us to do DC and Marvel.
Okay.
So for DC, she picks Batman Begins, and for Marvel, she picks Captain America: The First Avenger. She says, "Take care, aka Strife Girl," with a heart.
Appreciate
We love you, Mel. That's her 16th question. That's crazy. Thank you for writing.
That's a good question too.
It is a good question.
That's a tough one.
So I was confused because you put Batman Begins. Unless I don't know of a live-action movie in the DC universe, I'm assuming you meant the television show, but the question specifically says movie. So I'm going to stick to movie and give a DC Marvel answer.
Wait,
if somebody says...
She said movie... Wait.
It says you meet someone who says they've never seen a superhero movie. What's the first one that you make them watch for DC and Marvel?
And she said
her answer. She said Batman
Begins.
Begins over DC.
Yeah, so what...
Oh, Batman Begins. I'm thinking... I'm sorry. You're 100% right. I was thinking Batman Beyond, yes. I'm sorry. DC, Dark Knight.
Yeah, that was going to be my go-to as well.
I just watched that movie recently with a guy that I went on a date with, and holy shit, it was just so fucking good. I forgot I was on a date, and I was like, I just would rather be watching this alone so I could be with myself.
Yeah, and Batman Begins is awesome, right? It is. It's a fucking great movie, but to get people in to see what these movies can be, and you can know enough about Batman just by having lived your life in the world for a little while to be able to just jump into the Dark Knight and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And of those movies, yeah, I think The Dark Knight is one of my favorite movies of all time. Period. Let alone superhero movie.
Same.
So yeah, you gotta go Dark Knight. Get them in.
And then as far as Marvel, she picked Captain America: The First Avenger. That would not be my first choice in the Marvel side of things. To be honest with you, I would probably show them Guardians.
That's a good choice.
Because I feel like that's a very accessible one too, while still showing how fucking convoluted and crazy the universe is. I think I would pick Guardians.
That's a good choice. I had read this question ahead of time, and I was thinking about my answers. And yeah, I was thinking Guardians. And then I went, I'm going to go Iron Man 1. Because Iron Man 1 has that heart, it has humor, it has the action. It
still works too as the introduction.
It's like a really cool... It's a superhero movie. It's also like it's almost not sci-fi in the traditional sense, but in terms of like seeing this guy like build this thing throughout the whole movie and then really master it kind of by the end. It's just an awesome story. The story's so good. The action's on point. It's super funny. And then, as Greg said, accessibility, that's the first that starts off that whole universe. So hopefully by the end, they're like, this guy's awesome. I want to see more of him. And then you're like, well, watch the credits. And then you get to see Nick Fury being like, we're putting together a team. And then this person is like, what kind of a fucking team are they going to put together? And be like, let's watch the rest of them now. So that would be my answer for Marvel.
It's crazy to me that in this world, there's anybody that hasn't seen a superhero movie.
They got to be out there.
But I feel like there are people out there. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Good question.
But thank you for your question, Mel. Yeah, I appreciate you in every way. You answered it exactly how I thought you would. I'm sorry for misinterpreting and thinking you said Batman Beyond instead of Batman Begins. I'm a fucking asshole.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone else, you can write in powerup@thelevelupnetwork.com. Title it something funny. Answer your own questions. And everybody else, answer Mel's question in the comments below.
Yeah, guys. Answer her question below. That does it for episode 57 of Power Up. Thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. Remember, you can catch the show going live on youtube.com/thelevelupnetwork at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and please share them with those motherfucking friends of yours.
With your motherfucking friends, share our motherfucking videos. Yo, 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 with GVZG.
Oh, too much. If you guys want the audio versions, go to soundcloud.com/thelevelupnetwork. You can download those for free.
Wait, I like DKZ as your rapper name.
No, it's not good. If you guys want to spend a little money and support us, we would really appreciate that too. And go to patreon.com/thelevelupnetwork. Become a patron there for just $1 or more if you like. Get you an exclusive episode of this show as well as a whole bunch of other exclusive perks and goodies. Follow me up.
Let's do this to end the show.
Greg, I'm
we
not
each
finished.
say our
If you could
rapper
stop
name.
interrupting me so I can throw some
We-
Twitter follows your
I'm
way.
just
real
so
quick.
excited about this.
Take it
I'm
easy.
so-
Follow Greg on Twitter at Greg Verga. Follow me on Twitter at @thebeast_NJ.
I get really excited about
Greg, is there
my-
something you wanted to say now?
Yes. Can we each say our rapper name and then both at the same time say "we out" and that's how we end the show?
No, I'm not going to
Please.
do that.
It's just the one. It doesn't have to be a thing, but just the one.
Guys, take care and power up.
GPZ and Dick.